Jeep has revealed its new Wagoneer electric SUV and the Recon electric off-roader at a Stellantis dealer event. It's about time. Stellantis and Jeep, they need to get a move on. I'm excited to see these new electric SUVs hit the market. So what do we actually know about? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Walk into a Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, Jeep dealership in the United States and you won't find any fully electric cars now. But in 5 years' time, while assuming these brands are still around, it'll be a very different story. You're going to see a host of brand new electrified vehicles that have no equivalent to today's lineup. It's going to be interesting to see how the dealers go selling these cars, if they actually know what they're selling. I've heard a lot of car brands now, basically the car reps are not that interested in EVs, so they don't really know anything about the products they're selling. When you meet a dealer, when you meet staff at a dealership who really know the product, like one of the people that I met from Cupra in Melbourne, in Sydney, in Australia, who's actually a former engineer and understands every little detail, it's a really interesting experience. But I'm interested to see how Stellantis dealerships, Ram, Dodge, Jeep go with these new EVs. More than that though, I'm interested and keen to see these in people's hands. Now, Stellantis invited a bunch of dealers to a fancy event at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, where they splurged, they wined and dined, and wheeled out their full portfolio of recent concepts. Then they outlined a 7-year product roadmap to help them get ready for a very different future. They showcased their new vehicles, including the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT, which is actually an epic looking electric muscle car. By the way, Dodge say the future of muscle cars is electric. They say that EVs can just blow the doors off a gasoline powered car. Even Dodge's head said that. They also showed the Ram 1500 electric pickup truck. But then they showed off the Recon and the Wagoneer. Jeep already has a fully electric vehicle in Europe in the form of the tiny Jeep Avenger. It's really small and currently it's only 2-wheel drive. The front-wheel drive Jeep Avenger isn't available at all in North America and definitely isn't the kind of Jeep that most Americans would be interested in. But the new Recon electric SUV is definitely a car that I think millions of Americans would want to buy. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. Now, apparently the new Recon isn't designed to replace the Wrangler, but will sit alongside it in the lineup and will only be available as an electric vehicle. It's built around the new Stellantis STLA large EV platform and is going to come with proper off-road specs like e-locker axle technology, Jeep's Select Train traction management, chunky trail rubber, tow hooks, underbody protection, and the ability to absolutely annihilate its gasoline-powered competitors, or diesel, gas, petrol, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. It will be better. Why? Because it will be electric. The ability to finally control torque in an electric motor is just miles ahead of any gas, diesel, petrol powered vehicle ever made. And it'll be Jeep making it. They do off-road vehicles really, really well. Now, apparently you'll also be able to remove the doors and roll back the roof, much like the Wrangler. And the Uconnect media system will come preloaded with navigation for some of the country's most popular overland off-roading routes. In case you're wondering how you go about charging a Recon out in the wilderness, well, Jeep says the battery will have enough power to complete the Rubicon and make it back to a charging point. But I don't know exactly how much range that means. When can you buy one? Well, reservations for the Recon EV open this year, with production following 1 year later. But no one knows the actual price. The Jeep Wagoneer S EV also looks pretty impressive. This is another all-electric Jeep, but it comes with a very different audience in mind. The Wagoneer S has its sights set on vehicles like the BMW iX. And like the Recon, it's built around the STLA large platform as well. But apparently its driving dynamics and its styling are optimized for urban situations. It's not really a proper off-roader like the Rubicon. That platform can accommodate batteries up to 100 kilowatt hours in size. And although Jeep hasn't given details about the battery or charging times, quoted a driving range of 400 miles or 644 kilometers when it first announced the concept last September. Now, apparently it's going to have 600 horsepower in its most powerful variant, sent to all four wheels courtesy of two electric motors that will enable it to do 60 miles an hour or 97 kilometers an hour in around 3.5 seconds. There is no Jeep SUV that goes that fast. Even the current Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk, which is the supercharged V8 Hemi SUV, won't even go that fast either. Now, speaking of muscle cars, Dodge's new muscle car is my favorite looking muscle car that I've ever seen. It looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see these on the market. Now, apparently the Ram 1500 Revolution electric pickup truck was unveiled to dealers last month, but not the production version. It's going to be a modified version of what's been shown. In addition to that, Stellantis say that the Chrysler brand, which has almost disappeared really to some degree, will make a re-emergence and be EV only in 2028. Sounds like a long way away, but actually it's only 4.5 years. The company revealed a 400 horsepower dual motor airflow crossover concept as a direct rival to the Ford Mustang Mach-E and the Tesla Model Y. So this new Chrysler Airflow, I made a video about that. I'll put a link in the description. It looks good. Come on, Stellantis. Come on, Chrysler. Get it to market fast. You need it there now. Now, it would actually qualify for the US's $7,500 tax incentives as long as it were built in the United States, which, considering all other Chryslers are, or at least in North America they are, then it would make sense. I don't understand what's going on at Chrysler. What's going on at Stellantis? Why are they so far behind? Why aren't these vehicles already on the market? Why are they waiting for other companies to take market share from them? Honestly, I'm genuinely confused about this stuff. It just doesn't make any sense to me. One of the things I love about it though, the Chrysler Airflow, apparently it's going to have range of 350 to 400 miles. That's 563 to 644 kilometers. There's really no reason you need a vehicle with longer range than that. However, to get that 400 mile range, it needs a 118 kilowatt hour battery. That's a big battery. That's a heavy car, which would also be quite expensive. Now tell me what you think about Stellantis and what they're doing with the Jeep, Chrysler, Ram and Dodge brands in the United States. Clearly, all four of those brands are well behind when it comes to electric vehicles in the United States, in North America, in Canada, Mexico. I mean, why are they so far behind? Why are they taking so long to get these vehicles to the market? By the time they actually get released, which we don't really know when that'll be. I mean, really, Stellantis is saying that in probably about a year and a half, we'll see the Rubicon EV, but still, that's a long way away. Other competitors have been around now for several years. And Stellantis just seems to be, well, not really taking electrification seriously in the United States, which is disappointing because I used to love these brands. But sadly, they seem to be just sort of slowly fading away. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.